Kevin Hart prevails. Tony Hinchcliffe prevails. Why? Because he has common sense.
People are talking about that joke. Talk about his set. Tony Hinchcliffe arguably had the best set or one of the best sets.
I was laughing out loud at Tony until that joke.
Until the joke.
But not even just that joke. I don't like when people joke about violent, tragic death.
Pete had a Charlie Kirk joke in it. Like, would I tell those jokes? No. But do I get why they're being told? Yes.
What's going on, y'all? I'm excited to announce that we are now launching the support for the Prison Fellowship Angel Tree Summer Camp, where we send young people to camp where they can experience community, where they can find the Lord, all of the above. I want you to remember back when you were a child and you went to summer camp and how much it changed your life. And this is for young people whose parents are incarcerated. We helped in a tremendous way last year. I'm talking thousands of kids have gone over the last several years just because of this channel. I'm gonna give you a couple points here. It's $200 to send a kid to the camp the full time. If you don't have $200, $40 will send a kid to a camp for one day. So we can come together, and I think we can make this happen in a tremendous way. About 5,800 kids attended camp last year, and about 1,200 of them gave their life to Christ. So this is absolutely a tremendous opportunity to save lives, introduce them to Christ, and give these young people the opportunity that they deserve, that they otherwise wouldn't be able to have if it wasn't for people like you. So all you got to do is go to angeltree.org/Tatum, angeltree.org/Tatum, and let's give as God has purposed in our heart for this wonderful cause. This is Kevin Hart on The Breakfast Club going through this whole thing, and I got so much more respect for him. I think I even follow him on social media. I would love to interview or reach out to him, even if it's private. I got a lot of respect for this man saying this because everybody else punk out. Even when they tried to cancel Kevin Hart for the gay thing he did, or whatever, a joke he told, he still stood on business, and that's why I like him. Roll it.
Yeah, the George Floyd joke, it wasn't a tasteful joke to our culture, to our audience, but our audience that's watching the roast, if you're watching the roast, you get why they're doing it. You get why the racial humor is on the table. Like, it's not, I wasn't shocked. Like, that's what they do. Go look at the Tom Brady one. Like, that's what they do. It happens every year when they do a roast. It's not new. This isn't it's not a new agenda. It's not a new approach to comedy.
Do you feel like Tony Hinchcliffe went too far when he made that joke about George Floyd?
It's Tony Hinchcliffe.
Yeah.
Like, I don't expect less. I don't expect more.
I feel like you're saying going too far is the point. I don't want to put words in your mouth.
Yes, I mean, that's why you're there. Mm-hmm. And I hate to say this, but I'm going to because we're being honest. People are talking about that joke. Talk about his set. Tony Hinchcliffe arguably had the best set or one of the best sets between Tony and Cheryl. And I would say Naeem had a really strong set.
Naeem had a very strong set. I was laughing out loud at Tony until that joke.
Until the joke.
But not even just that joke. I don't like when people joke about violent, tragic death. I liked Pete's set, and then I was like, why you had to say anything about Charlie Kirk?
Pete had a great set too. Pete had a Charlie Kirk joke in it.
Yeah.
Like, would I tell those jokes? No. But do I get why they're being told? Mm-hmm. Yes. Like, I'm not looking at Pete crazy. I'm not looking at Tony crazy. Like, that's what, I know what you're going to do. Mm-hmm. I know your style of comedy.
All right. They keep going. They can't help themselves. I don't know if they're just trying to continue the conversation or they ignorant. He just said all he had to say. But they keep going, and he keep proving them wrong. Roll it.
Did you see the interview that I did with Terrence Floyd, George Floyd's brother?
No.
So he said
no shot to you.
No, okay. That's look.
I'm never watching that.
That's fine.
I just want to be clear. I'm never watching that. Like,
I only brought it up.
Even now that you told me, I'm not going to go back and go look at that interview.
Because he's a fan.
But I just want to make it clear so you understand what I do with my time. Like, I'm never doing that. Okay, go ahead.
I just asked because he's a fan of you. Mm-hmm. He saw the joke and it picked up pretty big. So I didn't know if you saw it, but he basically said, like, as a fan of you and knowing that you came to the funeral to support his family, even though it's a roast and Tony, that's what he does, they expected you to kind of be the person that would, like, stop it right in the moment or just not allow for certain things to happen.
And he also said he wanted you to come harder. He said if they're going to joke, why you ain't come harder with your own jokes? All right. Racist jokes, I guess.
This is actually a good thing to give a rebuttal.
See,
they talked about my dead mom and my dead dad. Said that they were running a train on my mom, and
that was hilarious,
right?
It was
that was crazy.
Yeah,
that was Regina killed that.
Right?
Oh wait, that's right. You probably should say killed that.
The jokes about Kevin was on a slave ship in a bottle with like the ship in the bottle. Like, I'm going to appreciate humor. I don't get affected by the attempt of humor. I get it, right? In this case, like, do more. It's my production. We're live. The more is what? Like, what is it that you expect me? You want me to take a live production and stand up and fight Tony or have a reaction? Like, Tony told a joke. It wasn't a tasteful joke to us. We didn't like it. Okay. Hey, man, that joke. We move on. I don't understand why we stand on a hill and it becomes like this big thing of like, oh, man, the mother... They do this and they're attacking the culture. It doesn't have to be that. It literally is either you're a fan of this level of content or you're not. And if you're not a fan, then you don't watch it. So my last note for all attached to this is very simple, okay? Whatever the headlines or whatever the dialogue is, my rebuttal is simplicity. Remove me from it. I didn't say it. If you are upset that the night went on, that's a different conversation. It's nothing I can do. It's a production. It's a live production. I'm not compromising the live production for a reaction of what? What do you want me to do? I'm going to drag him off? You want me to fight afterwards? You want me to turn it into... Like, what? That's not what I agreed to do. That's not the job at hand. The job at hand was to produce a successful roast, which I did. I also got the rebuttal. I also got to say it at the end. What are we dealing with here? I'll say it again. Stop talking as if I said it. So when you say the family and the family's affected... I didn't disrespect the family. Showed up for the family when it happened. Made sure that the family felt supported. Made sure that all things there were actually cool.
And let me say this before we get to the last clip, because he finishes it pretty strong here. This is why Kevin Hart is so successful. I'm telling you, he's one of those successful black men who understands the game. He understands how to level up. He do not put culture over success. He do not put culture over professionalism. And that's why he does so well. And that's why he's very successful as a comedian. That's why he's invited to do movies and all kind of other stuff that Kevin Hart is doing, is because he kind of rises above the fray. He still goes and supports the black community and do things like that, but he rises above the fray and he's open to having relationships and partnering and doing ventures with everybody. Him and The Rock are like best friends. And The Rock is mixed. You know, he don't really quite claim he black and whatever case it be. He's like Samoan or something. But Kevin had all kinds of comedians there. That's why that guy is who he is. I wish that people would internalize that. The ones that's complaining, bickering, and acting a fool and don't have the level up mentality, they're like Monique and them. Still complaining about not getting opportunities here and there. It's because your character's bad and you want to be blackety before you do anything else. That's why you'll never be as successful as Kevin Hart. All right, here's his last part. Roll it.
You know the one person that I talked to, and I'm not even going to tell you the conversation, Stephen Jackson.
Oh, I know he caught that.
That's because that's my...
Yeah.
Hey, Stack, let me just call you, man, so I can explain to you like the world of the roast, X, Y, and Z. We talk. I get it, Kev. We had a great conversation. But that's what I mean when I say, hey, man, let me call the one person after. And that's before whatever you're talking about. That's immediate. Stack, hey, Tony threw one out there. It's this and this, but you do know that that's what this shit is a roast. But I just want you to know from my side, that man is on his own.
You ain't lead with that, Kev. You should have been leading with that the whole time.
Because I don't need to.
People just want to know you care.
I don't fucking need to prove to people that I give a...
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Just this time. This one time.
No.
Yes, this one.
No. If you open that door, then that's the door that people expect all the time. Why the do I need to do that?
I think it's because of how much the George Floyd situation affected so many people. I think I get what you're saying and how you stand on your business, and I respect you for that.
I'm not talking about standing on business.
Or whatever it is. I think with certain things...
not say it.
But their pushback is it happened at Kevin Hart's roast. Kevin Hart, who is like, he's like... So many of us support you. You're ours.
They just want to hear you say. Okay, I just want to hear you say what you said today is tasteless. You actually reached out to somebody who's considered his family to say, let them know. That's all.
I have the best example. If I go to a nightclub and like we're celebrating, right, and 2 people get killed that night at the nightclub, what's the headline?
Kevin Hart's party got shot.
Two people died at Kevin Hart's party, right? People may say, I'm not going to Kevin Hart's party again. Man, you can't go to Kevin Hart's. Kevin Hart's ain't safe. I ain't with Kev. You heard what happened. I go, but I didn't fucking do it. I didn't even know the people that was shooting. I didn't even know the 2 people that got killed. That's the nature of being the name. Your name is attached to things to make things bigger. What is my... I didn't shoot the gun. Why am I arguing and why am I doing interviews after?
Why were they in your party with guns,
Kevin? Who knows? I don't work the metal detectors. I'm not the security guys. The club does all that. I don't have those answers. You understand what I'm saying? Like the responsibility just it starts to compile as if I'm the one in charge. We are not in charge of the dialogue from anybody on that stage.
If Tony calls you right now and says, man, Kev, man, I was out at the comedy club, man, and man, this dude, man, who said he was George Floyd's brother, smacked it out me.
You gotta deal with that.
Yeah.
What do you want me to do? You want me to do? That's the consequences of the shit.
Can't complain about nothing he said. Tony Hinchcliffe had a response, and I want to play his response real quick to Chelsea Handler because I thought this was incredible as well. And it's like the people with common sense prevail, right? He prevails. Kevin Hart prevails. Tony Hinchcliffe prevails. Why? Because he has common sense. Roll the clip.
Kevin Hart was something else, huh? It's the first time I've been called a Nazi multiple times in just a few hours. I guess that's what LA writers' rooms, all these, a lot of mentally ill liberals out there that somehow with all these blacks and Jews and Mexicans around me, I guess I'm a Nazi somehow. I guess the guy that pulls names out of a bucket, giving everybody an opportunity, is a Nazi. Isn't that something? And I got called a Nazi, gay, a racist over and over again. I'm none of those three things. A little fun fact. But they are they are fat, ugly, black, and Jewish. Everything I said was real about them. Just a reminder. Because I woke up today, and even though well, there's news articles, because the news isn't real, nothing is real, that say that I got lit up by Chelsea Handler, which is very, very funny because that's not what happened at all.
No,
you can't believe anything you see or read on the news anymore. You have to actually watch the thing for yourself. She was a bit of a I'll tell you that. She just kept coming at me over. She said I took the Saudi Arabia money. She was like wrong about things. The writers just didn't do her any justice. But then the teleprompter, the fun fact, the teleprompter only went down during my set. And it gave me a lot of opportunity to remind Chelsea Handler what she looks like and where her life is.
I think it's funny. I want people to understand that the people that were saying the jokes, they had writers. They may have had input, but it looks like the writers were writing all the jokes to kind of structure it. So it wasn't really that. But I wanted Tony to get his words out there because I think he's a good guy.